Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What's up? It's Comedy Fight Club Breakdown. I'm the Commissioner Matt Maran with the spirit animal Justin Lanza. Yeah! We are breaking down the main event for Comedy Fight Club Sunday, June 9th. If you're here live in New York City, Lucky Jacks, it'll be on Wednesday, June 12th on the Gas Digital Network at 10:30. Main event is Pauline Murphy versus Stu Melton.
Ooh, Pauline Murphy, Stu Melton. Quite the matchup. Quite a difference between these two, huh?
Yeah, Pauline's been, she's, maybe of all the battlers, she's been around maybe the longest. She's been there since the first few times we were doing it back at Lovecraft Bar, since the very early days of Fight Club.
That's right. Pauline went through some changes.
Yes.
Fight Club went through some changes.
Yes.
And here we are back together. It's like two waves coming in and out. What is the word for that? I don't know. Like two frequencies coming in and just hitting at certain points, but she's always been there.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I think it sounds right.
I don't know. Maybe I could draw it.
And Stu Melton, who was in the finals of our Comedy Fight Club 19 tournament against George Fernandez. Mm-hmm. He's been doing for that was his first loss in CFC.
Against George.
Yeah.
The crowd loves George.
The crowd does love George.
He's very easy to love. And yeah. I mean, yeah, and I love Stu and I love them both, but George is definitely like, I don't know. Yeah, the cuddly bear.
Yeah. And I'm excited, Pauline, too. Pauline's got a lot to... Pauline comes in with a lot to make fun of. Yes. And she puts herself out there. Mm-hmm. And Stu, his dad hung himself. He's got stuff also.
There's a couple. Yeah, a couple of things. One or two.
Yeah, it would kind of... It does suck for some people who do the battles where they don't have as much to make fun of about them. Mm-hmm. And then, so thank God Stu's dad hung himself, or else he wouldn't really have much to go with.
Yeah, otherwise Stu Melton is just perfect. What were we talking about?
We're going to go to a couple clips now from Pauline and Stu, and then I'm going to sit in studio and interview both of them.
All right, guys, so to be honest, I'm a little nervous about this battle. I'm afraid if I beat Pauline, she'll fall in love with me. But guys, seriously, give it up for if Tim Burton character was molested. Pauline was arrested for standing up to her abusive ex. A real miscarriage of justice. Miscarriage of justice is also what she called aborting her black baby. You look like you wrote Ted Bundy love letters, but only because you found out he had a car. Pauline is like painkillers, cheap, easy to get, and she's been abused by most men in Staten Island.
Pauline Murphy.
All right, it's great to be here roasting my own botched late-term abortion. Bobby, my child, you look like your diet consists of flaming hot Cheetos and breast milk. Bobby, people like us are why the Irish weren't considered white. Or people. I feel like your bullies had to stop giving you wedgies because you just liked it too much. Oh my God. All right, so this is true. Bobby once had sex with a trans woman in Czechoslovakia. Fucking Bobby in the ass was the second time she realized she was in the wrong body.
That's a great joke. I'm almost exactly 7 years younger than Boris, which means that we were actually circumcised at the same time. They graduated in the same year, but his foreskin was held back. Doing a Nazi salute would be very offensive to Boris's people, which is why I roll my sleeve up first so that it looks like his dick. When my dad died, I felt like a part of me was gone. If anyone knows what it's like to lose a part of themselves, it's Boris, whose penis was circumcised when he was 7 years old.
Here with the main event for this week, June 9th in the CFC Arena, Pauline Murphy and Beef Stu Melton.
Yes.
No.
I knew that
Whatever.
would make it.
I'll give a shout out, Greg and Rob, who do run Muscle Fest in Staten Island.
Yes.
Has been mentioned
Muscle
multiple
Fest.
times on Comedy Fight Club. I'll give, actually, let me see what the date is, because they have Project Comedy Mayhem coming up, and it's a
Yeah.
roast show. If you enjoy roast shows and you're in New York City, on Staten Island, there is Project Comedy Mayhem. It's July 6th. They're doing the 4th of July version of it.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be
It's,
super patriotic, super
yes.
muscly.
Hey, while we're plugging things, aren't we? We're doing like a roast on Sunday.
Yeah, we can mention that too. I don't know. I started off like, hey, here's these guys, and also here's my thing I'm doing.
Muscle Fest takes over.
Pauline and Stu Melton are facing each other at Comedy Fight Club this week. How you guys feeling going into the fight?
I'm pretty angry at life in general, so it's been motivating me.
Yeah. Is it because you have a swollen eye right now that you don't want people to see?
Yes.
She says it's from an eye infection, but we know her dating history.
I don't really actually.
You don't know her dating history?
I know a little bit.
Did I not include that? All right. Well,
A little bit.
I'll update you later.
Yeah. All right.
Some things to write about for
Oh,
Sunday.
yeah.
Oh man, I should do some eye jokes. What an eyesore, huh? Okay.
Have you started preparing it all for the battle yet, Stu?
I'm more like an imitation sort of guy. So, did I say imitation?
Yeah.
I meant intimidation.
Intimidation. Okay. I'm like, who are you imitating?
You looked at me like like you didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, are
which
you-
you didn't. So I gotta give you props for that one.
Yeah.
You're
an
also
yeah.
imitation.
Yes.
Yeah, so
You're a man of
too.
few words. You should stay that way.
Okay.
Pauline, are you intimidated by Stu?
No. No.
You've been hit by men before.
By bigger and better.
By bigger and better.
I think it's intimidating that I don't hit women. I think she doesn't know how to.
I think
deal
it's
with
How do
that.
I think it's intimidating. You don't know how to say the word intimidating.
Right? Yeah, yeah. You never know what's gonna come out of her mouth.
Exactly.
And I never know what's going to be heading towards mine.
Yes. Pauline, what have you done to prepare? You just got back. You were in Denver.
I was just in Denver, yeah. So I took a shitload of edibles on a flight, and I started writing during that session. So
Nice.
it probably doesn't make any sense. I'm going to have to edit that.
Yeah.
Edible drugs.
Edible drugs, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not just edible food.
Eating edible arrangements.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't
Very
really
soothing.
write. I just kind of go off the fly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
This is very intimidating. I see the intimidation now.
Off the fly.
Oh, there you go. Look,
you get it?
show it for the camera. Everyone can see the eye.
It's not,
Zoom
it's
in
not
there.
looking so good.
So now there's no reason to wear the glasses, right?
No.
No, they still look badass.
But do they look as badass as I do?
That's true. Not as intimidating.
I feel
This is
I feel
where-
like you're like a substitute teacher, and he's like the third grader being able to speak in front of the
Yeah.
class for the first time. Like, it's okay.
I like
Stewie.
the outfit. You got combat pants on,
I do.
camo pants.
I came to fight. I might have to wear
Brad
this again
Stahl
on
does
Sunday.
boot camp.
Yeah, this is Captain Marvel's rejected sister.
There you go. So since you've gotten back, you just got back a few days ago, right?
I got back like hours ago.
Really?
Yeah, I took a red eye.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask if you started writing since you got back, but
Took
this
a
was just
red
like
eye,
on the
swollen
plane.
eye. Yeah.
Is that where the swollen eye came from? The
It's
red
just started right after the flight, so I really don't know. It might
Or
be
the
the
maybe
it might
the
have been
edibles?
I might have a drug-induced swollen eye, the first one ever.
More like edibles.
I don't. Yeah, I hate it so much.
This is why I don't write. I think it just comes.
All this,
Yeah.
You know?
it's like a gift you can't control.
Why would you write if you just genius things like that come to you off the top of your head?
There's nothing left to say after
Nah.
that.
But so I would at this point, Pauline, I haven't talked with you, I guess, on the podcast about this before. But you first started coming to Fight Club, not wanting to do roasting and being scared about it, and you've become like one of the best
yeah.
ones now.
Well, you know
I
what?
can
It,
see why she'd be scared.
Yeah.
you know my backstory. So I used to bring somebody around to Fight Club all the time that really loved it so much, and
Yes.
he was 0 for 6 and 1 for 0 in battles against me. But
Yes. In battles off stage.
battles off stage against me. So then
She wore a lot of
I
sunglasses.
don't know who.
She wore a lot lot of sunglasses with this. It was a ex of hers who she used to bring to Fight Club a lot.
Who was like really obsessed with it. Like, it should have been a red flag.
Had to wear a lot of sunglasses when she was dating him. Let's put it that way.
It was fine. It was fine. I'm glad I love aviators. But but yeah, and then after that whole shenanigans, I got really angry and I'm like, oh, fuck everybody. I don't need to know you to like you or say mean things, and now it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, she would. I remember she first started doing Fight Club, and she was there with the guy who was doing it, and she was like, I could never do something like that. And then started doing it a couple times, and like over the last 2 or 3 years now has become one of the best roasters.
So that's the secret, ladies. Just be a victim of domestic violence, and you'll get funnier.
And Stu, you started doing them, I think, about a little over a year ago now.
Yeah, I guess something like that. Yeah.
Did you feel any from when you started doing it to now? Did you feel any evolving with it, or?
Yeah, I feel better at it.
Yeah. Did you just feel early on like you were bad at it, or you just weren't comfortable? You're more comfortable.
Now I'm just even better.
Even better.
That's really the only difference.
Now you do it off the fly.
Now people are scared of me. I think I have a really good reputation.
Yeah.
So it's that's all it is, really. I don't even really have to write any good jokes, So I think
you're really selling this.
Yeah, I did lose my last one, but besides that, it's gone pretty well.
That was your first loss, I think, in CFC, right?
Yeah, it happens, man.
Who was that against?
George Fernandez. Stu was
a force to be reckoned with because he just gets up there like, ah, you don't know what to do. That's all he has to do.
Stu made it to the finals of our last tournament, lost to George Fernandez in the finals. How have you been recovering from the devastating loss?
I've been hating him a little bit, but besides that, I'm dealing with it okay.
Yeah. You're back and as intimidating as ever.
Right. Well, I was thinking of getting a therapist, but then I thought that would kind of be a pussy move, So I just dealt with it and I moved on,
Imagine going to a therapist like, I lost a roast battle. Can you help me get back to my full strength of meanness?
Yeah. No,
help me see the worst in people.
Yeah. Well, so having some people take, I think, the roast a lot more competitively than others. So some people take losses
People
hard.
take it serious.
Some people will lose at Fight Club, and I'll never see them on the open mic scene or anywhere in comedy ever again. It's my favorite thing.
There's people who will lose, and I will get texts from them at 2, 3 in the morning that night over like the next hour about what decisions they could have made and should have made in the battle.
Oh, there's like blood, sweat, and tears and regret.
Yeah. So my question was going to be, did you take for you was losing a big deal for you? Did it stress you out?
No.
Yeah. It would. I used to have so many battles
Look,
that
was it the best thing I had going for me at the time? Yes. Was the rest of my life a shit show?
Also, yes.
I think it's debatable, but the point is that at the end of the day, it really just matters, what makes us happy, and
this is positive. I think it's hilarious.
I didn't think anything was
funny?
I didn't think anything was funny about that, Pauline. I'm sorry. I'm
serious.
sorry.
Like, at the end of the day, what we really want.
I'm sorry she laughed in your face like
it's
that.
Okay. It's for everyone to be happy and to have a good time. I think, isn't that one of the rules of Fight Club? It should be.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the rules of Fight Club, and I run the show.
So you could have said yes, and nobody would have.
Yes, it is. Stu, you know the whole rule book.
Yeah.
That is the number one rule of Comedy Fight Club, is it's all about having fun and being happy.
And intimidation.
And intimidation. Pauline, how scared are you of Stu right now?
I feel nothing.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to this battle. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you.
So that's Pauline Murphy, Stu Melton. They're in the main event this week at Comedy Fight Club. If you want to watch on Gas Digital, you can watch the live stream Wednesday nights at 10:30. If you want to watch on demand or any of our past episodes, subscribe with the promo code CFC for a 14-day free trial. Pauline Murphy, Stu Melton, Spirit Animal, Justin, how do you think this battle's going to go?
Oh, man. Well, I love Stu's style. He comes off incredibly plain, but what he does is he totally subverts what everybody's thinking. He's got some killer stuff, and it's super weird. And here at Comedy Fight Club, we fucking love weird. But Pauline's been there since the beginning, and she's always writing really great jokes. And if I had to make a prediction, are we making predictions?
At your
Is that-
own
is that
peril.
what we- is it-
At your own peril, because every time you make a prediction, the person you pick against gets mad at you.
I've been wrong, I think, 75% of the time?
I think at this point.
All right.
It's all right. Paul Pierce is an NBA analyst, and he's been wrong on like every prediction he's made in the playoffs so far this year.
Okay. So
And then just admitted to like shitting himself in the middle of a game, like on TV.
Yeah.
He's been every round of the playoffs. I don't know if anyone who cares about the NBA is watching this. Every round of the playoffs, he's been making predictions. He's like, this team's done, and they've come back and won. And now it's the finals, and instead of like making a prediction, he's like, when I played in the NBA finals, I crapped my pants in the middle of a game one time. All right, if you're gonna make wrong predictions, just be entertaining.
yeah, just hit him with a nice
Yeah.
cute story.
So either make a prediction or tell a story about how you crapped your pants in a roast battle.
Ooh, haven't crapped my pants yet. I don't even think anybody's smelled my farts yet. I'm always very careful at the Comedy
Yes.
Fight Club. I don't want people to smell my farts.
Okay, then make a prediction.
I think, let's see, Stu Melton, Pauline Murphy. I'm looking at their styles. I'm thinking about how they bring it up recently. I think Pauline's a much more consistent hitter, whereas Stu is definitely hit or miss. So I think Pauline is the conservative bet, but Stu Melton is my wild card. But I'm going to have to say that I think Stu Melton's going to take it. And I love voting
You
for the
think
wild
Stu's
card.
gonna take it? Okay.
I want him to take it. I think Pauline is a better roaster, and I'm going for the underdog in this one.
Okay, all right. I'm excited for it. Even though Stu's ahead in the rankings right now because of his run in the tournament, but Pauline has been there a long time at this point.
Yeah.
All right, I'm excited for it. Spirit Animal, you excited?
I'm ready.
Awesome. Thank you guys for watching.